Now to a Londoner for whom pianos have been his life. But it's one thing tuning them for a living and quite another dragging a piano up a mountain in the Himalayas for children in a remote village who've never seen one. As Thomas McGill reports, his quest to bring music to children across the world doesn't end there.
Everything taps, because the moths have actually eaten so much of the felt inside.
There's very little Desmond Gentle doesn't know about a piano. He's been tuning and restoring them for the last 50 years.
It's hitting the woodwork and it's tapping. So
after being told by a friend who was teaching children in a remote Himalayan village that her pupils had never seen a piano, at 65, Desmond decided to do something about it.
They were teaching music there, but they couldn't get a piano there because it was, in theory, impossible. And I thought we might be able to do it if we took the piano to pieces.
And after almost a week, he finally reached the school. And the reaction? He says the kids were overwhelmed.
They were very, very excited, and in fact they nearly pushed the piano off the side of the mountain, with about 20 children pushing against it.
And Desmond didn't stop there. Last year he travelled to Chernobyl, found the city's last remaining piano amongst the rubble, retuned it and played this. A piece of music he'd specially written to raise awareness about the destruction of nuclear power. Now Desmond's hoping to make a difference on another continent, this time in Africa. And yes, you guessed it, it involves a piano, which has been donated by a church. Once restored, it'll leave Desmond's studio here in Camden and travel south 5,000 miles to Mozambique in Africa. And it's there, it's hoped, it will begin to transform young lives once again. But before leaving London, it needs a bit of a makeover. And then it's off to its new home, an orphanage which looks after hundreds of forgotten street children in Maputo. Anthony Home is helping to organise the trip.
These kids are orphaned by landmines and HIV, and there isn't the safety net that we have here, and they're just left on the street to fend for themselves. It might inspire one of their members, their generation, to become a concert pianist. That'd be amazing.
And with 5,000 parts to mend, there's still a bit of work to do before Team Mozambique head to Africa later this year. Thomas McGill, BBC London News.